not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? How y'all doing? It is Thursday, my friends. It is time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And oh shit. Yep, there's always that one thing John forgets to do, is to scroll back up so we can see who jumped in the room first. And that was Dwayne Dwizzle. Dwizzle 2.0 came in the room first, followed by Susan Greenland. Bunny Griffin is in the room. Thank you, darling. Dorothy Tyndall. Sue Warrior is with us. Debbie Capran. Trudy Baxter. Thank you, baby, for my shirt. And Roger Himmelwright. Jamie B. Christina Sanchez. Susie Jones. Sam is in the room, and so is Sammy Marcy. So we got two Sams in here from West Tennessee. Outstanding. Teresa Hicks. John Mittler. Stephanie. Stephanie, I'm assuming I know what Stephanie that is, darling. I hope you're doing well. If it ain't, I'm thinking about Stephanie Dean, who's in the hospital still, recuperating. I saw a message that Jay Clayton put out, and that's the romance within the Blue Dot. Anyway, hope you're doing well, darling. Ask is in the room. Irene Lambert, thank you, baby. Nancy Halverson, Penny Hartleben. Let me get this down here, or we won't start the show. Oh man, how y'all doing today? No lack of shit to talk about tonight, I'm telling you. We're into day 9 of the shutdown. The like I said earlier in my rant, the House and the Senate. Oh shit, wires are falling. Put bills on the floor today. If they were both voted down, so here we are. It's the same old shit. So. But there was cracks in the armor today. I got a real big kick because I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene on CNN this morning live talking about her party and how they are really responsible for this shutdown and blaming by name Speaker Johnson and Senator Thune up in the Senate and the bullshit that they're playing. So yeah, it was an interesting day. And then we hear the news about a possible deal over in Gaza, which is damn good news, regardless of what side of the fence you're on this shit. That's good news, and I hope it works out well. And then late this evening, we hear another story that DOJ has charged Letitia James, indicted her. That's right, baby. That's two. That's two on Donnie's list. And boy, howdy shit, getting into a bind here. I guess Adam Schiff would be the next one on the list. So I guess we pay attention. There'll be something coming out on him pretty soon. But I saw what's on my mind is right before we came on the air, I read something from our own Michichick in the Discord channel, and I loved it. I loved it. Do you have that text in front of you, by the way? Because I copied it, and I was going to paste it and read it myself, but I can't. John is technically
you'll have to refresh my memory because I posted a few things.
Well, this was about, it's been 15 days since the election in Arizona.
Oh.
And Speaker Johnson still has not sworn in the new Congresswoman. And it is because of what else? she would be the 218th signature on legislation to force a vote on the floor on the Epstein files. That's what it's about. He doesn't want to swear her in because she has already said she's going to sign that document, and that would be the 218th vote. That would push it over the threshold for a vote to come to the floor, and then it would be right out in front of God and everybody who's going to vote yes and who's going to vote no on releasing that information. Does that refresh your memory?
Kind of, but I don't think I posted it today. Maybe.
Oh, well, maybe it was yesterday.
Because
I
I'm
don't
not
know. I
seeing
just got done reading it. I thought it was
Yeah, but
very
we know you're
thoughtful.
behind.
It even gave the phone number to call.
Oh,
Yeah, to call your congressman.
that was in resistance, maybe? Yes, okay.
Yeah,
The
John
Epstein
Littler has it
shutdown,
right.
they
It's
call
the
it.
Epstein recess. That's what we have right now.
The Epstein
The,
shutdown.
yes,
Yep,
an
it's been
Epstein
15
shutdown because
days.
that's, yep,
It's
15
been
days since this
15
government's
days
been
since
shut down.
Alita, well, no, it's been 9 days, John.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been 9 days. I'm sorry. I had the 15
The
days.
15 days is how
since
long Adelita Gravala has won her
been
special
elected.
election in Arizona to serve the United
Yeah.
States Congress.
Yeah.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is refusing to swear her in because she would be the final signature needed for Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna's discharge petition to bring the release of the Epstein files to a House floor vote. While Speaker Johnson refuses to swear in Congresswoman-elect Gravala, Congress has been sent on recess instead of staying in D.C. to work toward a solution to end the now 9-day government shutdown. The Republican Party has shown that its main priority is protecting child predators and that they should be called out for it at every chance we get. That's exactly what we're going to do. Call Speaker Mike Johnson's office and demand that he swear in Adelita, concede to all Democratic demands, and to end the Epstein shutdown and release the Epstein files. Create your own content and social media posts encouraging others to do the same. Be careful with your wording. We know how TikTok can be. Don't get yourself banned.
Yeah. Don't do that.
We, the people, are the fourth branch of government. We are the checks and balances. And that DC phone number is 202-225-2777.
There's the number. And I'm
There's
sure
the number.
Miss Chick would put that in the chat for those in the chat, if you are able.
Oh, the DC number, yeah.
Yeah, the number to Speaker Johnson's, to the Speaker of the House, because this is bullshit, and that's exactly the game they're playing. He doesn't want her sworn in because she will sign that petition in front of the House right now. And
She's
there you
waiting
go.
to sign it. She is waiting to sign it.
Yeah. Yeah, she made it public. That's why she's not been sworn in, because she made that public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, they've been hitting the media hard. Of course, they always do. They're real good at that, right? Especially now that they're not actually working.
Yeah.
They're just floating around. They've doing the rounds of all the worst of the worst. But even Speaker Johnson was on C-SPAN. You know how they have their morning call-in thing that they do?
Right. Yeah.
He was there for people to ask questions or give their opinions or whatever too. He was on that. So they're really making the rounds. But everything out of their mouth is twisted back around to whatever question you ask them. It twists right back around to it's the Democrats that have shut down everything. It's like, no, you have the doors locked, buddy.
Yeah.
You won't even let anybody come in and talk about it.
You're the one that's keeping them on recess. Call the House back together. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
And even
swear in
Marjorie
your
Taylor
new member.
came out and said, yeah, if we could get in there, we could talk about some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what they're afraid of, what they're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, howdy shit.
We don't want to hear any more Epstein.
Well, it ain't going away.
No.
It is not going to go away.
Meanwhile, there's all sorts of court stuff today all over the place for all various things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trying to keep, what was it? I heard Christy Nome say today that the local government in, I guess, Portland, Oregon, is
Mm-hmm.
hiding the chaos. They're hiding the
Oh,
chaos.
they're hiding the chaos.
They
They're
are-
hiding
they're
the
hiding it, yeah.
inflatable
Yeah.
dinosaurs and
Yeah,
yeah.
The chaos that's all, just all consuming. They're hiding that so the cameras don't see it, I guess. It's the only
Yeah.
rationale I
And
can think of that.
Can't remember who I was reading today, but they nailed it with the idea that wherever he's calling out troops or National Guard or whoever he's calling everybody everywhere. Come
Right,
in,
yeah.
do this, do that. Switching them around to different states they don't live in mostly. Wherever he's done that, they have claimed first that there has been some incident. There's some incident and or crime is out of hand. This protesting is out of hand. Now, the one in Portland, for instance, there was like 10, 15 people that would show up on a daily basis and they'd
Yes.
sit there with their signs, even had chairs, real threatening.
It's a
I don't
daily
know.
thing. Yeah.
And then they decided that they were going to send in the National Guard. And once they did that, then people came out in
Sure.
mass to protest the National Guard and everything else that was happening, all the strong arm that was
Seems
happening.
like it was a
That's
plan
what-
almost, huh?
Yeah, it's like, well, let's just bait them in. Come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna, And it's rinse and repeat. He's done it several times in different places. He brings them in, and then people go and protest that. Now, the whole thing in Chicago was just a step way beyond that, with the 300 guys that showed up on that building and dropped down out of the sky,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Talk about
Yeah.
overkill.
a mostly black and brown inhabited building, John.
Dare
They
you
claimed
say?
they were after two people. They claimed they were after two people specifically. They never said whether
And
they
it-
found those two people.
And it took that many? It took
Yeah.
it took a helicopter with guys dropping down out of it, rappelling.
And lots of cameras. Had to have lots of cameras.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you seen the? Who was it? Somebody put out a damn little video of that raid, complete with music, and was it Christy Nome or?
It was probably Christy Nome. Yeah,
Yeah,
she might have
Put
even
out a-
been there.
yeah.
I don't know. Which is really
went down
stupid
and
too.
look for her in the video. She's probably there.
I think
Hey,
we've
let me-
talked about that before. Oh, go ahead.
Let me send out a thank you to Susan Rotella, who came in with a $10 donation. Susan, thank you very much. I appreciate that tremendously.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But- I started my day again thinking about what's going on with the media, and I read Robert Reich, and he's got like a 4 or 5 point thing about it, but I'm not going to read the whole thing tonight. There was something to listen to, John, and I think you'll recognize this voice. Let me see what happens when I play
let
it.
me see if I recognize the voice.
We must not confuse dissent with disloyalty. We must remember always that accusation is not proof, and that conviction depends upon evidence and due process of law. We will not walk in fear one of another. We will not be driven by fear into an age of unreason if we dig deep in our history and our doctrine. And remember that we are not descended from fearful men, not from men
We're not.
who feared to write, to speak, to associate, and to defend causes that were for the moment unpopular. This is no time for men who oppose Senator McCarthy's methods to keep silent, or for those who approve. We can deny our heritage and our history, but we cannot escape responsibility for the result. There is no way for a citizen of a republic to abdicate his responsibilities. As a nation, we have come into our full inheritance at a tender age. We proclaim ourselves, as indeed we are, the defenders of freedom wherever it continues to exist in the world. But we cannot defend freedom abroad by deserting it at home. The actions of the junior senator from Wisconsin have caused alarm and dismay amongst our allies abroad and given considerable comfort to our enemies. And whose fault is that? Not really his. He didn't create this situation of fear. He merely exploited it, and rather successfully. Cassius was right. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. Good night, and good luck.
Oh
Did you
man,
recognize that?
I do, but the name is escaping me. But that's a famous speech.
It's Edward R. Murrow.
Edward R. Murrow. Yeah, on his sign off during the McCarthy era, during the McCarthy witch
There
hunt.
was a whole lot of freedoms being,
Yes,
revoked, so to speak. Freedom of speech, freedom, specific groups, in particular, Hollywood got hit hard. There was the
Yes.
blacklisting and whatever. And if you were probably
yeah, it was a dark time.
rich,
It was a dark time in our
it was.
history.
It was. I hit some things.
And here we are again.
Yeah.
Here we are again. Because today I was, I want to. There's a possible deal in Gaza, and Trump is heavily involved in that.
Mm-mm-mm.
And if it comes to fruition, good on him. Good on him. But solving a war over there doesn't detract from the war he's waging here, because the one that he's waging here is going to be more detrimental to this nation than any fight that we've been in. We can see what he's doing. We watch it on the news every damn day. Troops in the streets of America for no damn reason outside of to incite some kind of situation.
And what's not ironic about the idea he's pushing for a Nobel Peace Prize, which
Yes.
gets announced tomorrow, by the way, in Israel, but yet look what he's doing in his own streets.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, come on, dude.
It's the war he's waging against us, against the American people, against our system of government. Everything is under attack in this country. While he's dancing around the Middle East over there a lot. I want to say collecting a whole bag full of money, which I'm sure he did.
And I think someone came out and actually, I don't want to quote it. It wasn't from Venezuela. It was someone else, and I think it's from one of those larger international groups who is ready to all Trump out for the, 4 now Venezuelan boats that he has taken out. He's calling him out as like a war criminal or whatever it is, because there's no proof of who he's killing, why he's killing, anything like that. And it's like, good, do it.
Yeah.
Call him out internationally, please. Please, somebody's got to.
I want to get to that. Hey, let me call out a couple of thank yous. One to Crimson Spice 72. Came in with a $20 donation. Crimson Spice 72, thank you very much. And George Murray came in with a $10 donation. George, thank you. And Jesus, God, I think I have a phone call I'm supposed to return to George. I think he called me, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, thank you both. Yeah, I'll figure it out. My head is not, works half the time. I noticed a comment in the in the chat. I want to read it. It's from Luna Tuggle, and it says, "Hi, John. We are here in Chicago watching a smoking bomb get ready to blow with the ICE attacks and Trump's threat to this fine city. I will keep all updated. Broadview protests have gotten very violent against the protesters. Trump is saying we have no First Amendment rights," and yes, he did say that. "And people are being shot at with rubber and pepper. They are using chemicals and tear gas. This is making for a civil war as Trump is dividing the blue states from the red ones and denying any funding now for Chicago or the state." And that's the weapon he's using. We can see it in this shutdown. That he's threatening to do away with democratic programs. That's what he calls it, democratic programs. Those these are programs for people, and so he's out to hurt this country as much as he can, and to, I don't know, force us into being on the streets and being violent. Is that what he's hoping for?
Yes, he is hoping for that.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's how come we can't play that game. We need to be in the street. We need to use our voice. But boy, howdy shit, be careful. Be careful. Don't let anybody
Don't let them get what
violence.
they want.
Don't
Let them
give
get
them.
what they want.
That's exactly it. Because
And Maria
he's
Betancourt came in and said it was the president of Colombia that made the speech about what happened, and it was a Colombian shipping boat, I guess.
yeah, he's getting
Supposedly.
pretty free with that shit too.
Yeah.
When did we turn into those kind of people?
We didn't. That's the
Yeah,
point.
we didn't.
We
That's
didn't.
a good point. I'm glad you said that.
This small group of notorious mobsters that are running the country. Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah.
Let me thank Lincoln, who came in with $2 and said the global Sumud flotilla should get the prize. Is that the one that? Where's my thing? Thank you, Lincoln. Is that the one that Greta Thunberg was on? Trying to get aid into.
Yes. Oh, yes. That. Well, it was a flotilla. It was.
Yeah,
There was
it
more
was
than one
flotilla.
boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's right. And I was thinking about it because do they sometimes do those posthumously? Because we just lost someone who also left some comments before she passed in an interview purposefully for the future, knowing that she would be passed when they got put out to the public. But it was well, let me see if I can find them. Don't you hate that? I probably won't be able to find them quickly.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
While you wait for that, I'm going to bring this up because I'm going to get Jorge too, but Yelly Man's had his hand
Jane
up.
Goodall. Couldn't Jane Goodall win the Peace Prize posthumously? Here's her quote. I want you to understand that we are part of the natural world. And even today, when the planet is dark, there is still hope. Don't lose hope. If you lose hope, you become apathetic and do nothing. And if you want to save what is still beautiful in this world, if you want to save the planet for the future generations, your grandchildren, their grandchildren, then think about the actions you take each day. Because multiplied a million, a billion times, even small actions will make for great change. You have it in your power to make a difference. Don't give up. There is a future for you. Do your best while you're still on this beautiful planet Earth that I look down upon from where I am now. Yep.
Wise woman.
Yep.
And one that gave so much to the world.
Yeah. Right to the end.
Right
She
to
was
the
doing
end.
shit right to the end.
We should heed her words. It does. It with all of us caught up in the politics of life, this planet that we live on is so fragile. My kids and I watch Discovery Channel all the time. On space and science, and it's enough to make you concerned, especially right now. Again, dealing back into our politics, burn baby burn, let's drill baby drill. It's coal and oil baby, let's crank it out as much as we can. That's bullshit, and we all know it. The industries know it. That's how come you see so many damn. And I don't know about you where you live. I can't go out the door without seeing a windmill or blades for a windmill on a truck or on a train or on a ship. They're constantly coming into our port down here, and there is a large demand for it. And yet we have a president that stands out there and poo-poos on it, killing birds, and solar panels don't work at night and shit like that. It's ridiculous the way he sells it. Anyway, Yelly Man, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm fine. I have some news for you about the Nobel Peace Prize because
yeah?
It's Norwegian. I mean, it's handed out by Norway.
Yes.
I mean, Trump is not getting it.
Oh, what? Oh,
100.
God damn. I'm just
That is
heartbroken.
100%. That's 100% for sure. And that was I mean, I read an interview with the head of the Nobel Committee, Peace Prize Committee. He's 40 years old, the head, and he was like, they were talking about we're being pressured from other countries to give the prize to President Trump. We're not going to let us be pressured. We have, I mean, the Nobel Peace Prize have rules. They have like the testament from Alfred Nobel, which is the one who the prize is named
Right,
after.
he's named after,
And
right.
yeah, and there is specific conditions, and Trump doesn't qualify. So he cannot be given the Peace Prize. That is out of the question. And you know, you have to be like a peace man. You have to promote peace, and he doesn't. He
No,
doesn't
he
qualify.
doesn't. No.
Um,
No.
You were talking about Greta Thunberg. She might be the winner this year. She's a dark horse. That was in the news. That she might be the winner.
I
That
could
would
see
be.
that.
Wouldn't that be epic if she
I
got?
could see that. I could
Didn't
see
she
that.
get it one other year? I can't remember.
No, she never got the Peace Prize.
Oh,
That was you remember that child like Kamala? No, that
oh
that
yes,
that
Malala.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was like a kid who got shot and
Mhm.
and promoted education and whatever in Pakistan or whatever it was. She was a kid and she got the Peace Prize. I think it's time for Greta Thunberg to get it. That's
Good.
my opinion. She is
I think she would be deserving.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. What I mean, the climate thing alone is enough because that is going to be a disaster when that hits. You're gonna have storms. You're gonna have weather. You're gonna have things you've never seen in your life. You're gonna have migrations because people. I mean, certain areas are not gonna be. They're not gonna be able to live there because you're gonna cook to death. I mean, it's going to be really, really bad. It's going to be bad. So, I mean, if you don't stop this shit now, if you don't stop this pollution shit, it's going to be I mean, it's going to be terrible.
What does the
So,
song say? We're a world in a grave.
yeah, and another thing I was going to point out, you know, I've been reading about all these Letitia James that she is now indicted.
She is now indicted.
Trump is now he's doing his revenge. I mean, we were all talking about that last year. He wants a revenge. You know, he wants to take on everybody that went after him.
With his little tweet that he put out,
Yeah.
signaling out James Comey and Letitia James and
Yeah.
Adam Schiff.
Yes.
You know, I don't see how a judge would even accept these cases
No,
because
they will.
it's
They will
absolute.
be.
You know,
I mean, he
it's
went
absolutely.
to the court case they did to Comey. The new attorney, whatever it is, who indicted Comey.
Harrigan.
Yeah,
Whatever her
What-
name was.
yeah, whatever
She
her
went to
name is.
court with
Something like
she went to court with two lawyers that weren't prepared. That came in
She's a
front
property
of the
attorney. That's
yeah,
what she is.
I know that, but I mean, this is so amateur. This is amateur hour. They
That's
came in front of the judge. They
pretty
had nothing
basic
prepared.
though. They come in
Nothing.
front of the judge, and the judge says, "Wait a minute, where's your findings?"
Yeah.
Well, I guess
We
we'll
don't have any.
for another month.
It's like Beavis and Butthead. It's like it's like Beavis and Butthead. You know.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly.
it's pretty similar to the
Yeah.
bullshit that we're seeing going on with this. And but the thing is, everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. The only people that are rooting for him are the maggots out there. They're just anyway. They're just going, yeah, get him.
He's
get 'em."
losing. He's
You know,
losing. Yeah, it's like the Beavis and
They-
Butthead,
yeah.
right? It's a,
That's that's the way I look at a lot of maggots. Is they're in it just
Yeah.
because up yours. I'm for Trump. What are you gonna do? They don't know
yeah,
shit,
Yeah.
and they don't give
No.
a shit.
No.
But there's plenty of them around. Don't think there aren't. It's
Well, there was
sad
a
for our
couple
nation.
different cases
Huh?
today, involving the National Guard. The deployment of the National Guard. There was one based on Chicago and one based on Portland, both going on in separate coasts today.
Did you
Separate
see that
court.
video of two ICE agents? They were throwing this guy on the ground in Chicago, and the people on the streets fucking chased them away, and they were
Yes.
able to save the guy.
Yes.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I saw
mean,
that.
That
I
made
saw
me
that.
made me actually
Yeah.
choke.
The
When I
ICE
saw that,
agent
I
was
kinda-
standing in front of the guy that was videotaping it and was challenging him, asking him what his name is. And the guy sitting there telling him, well, what's your name? Where's your badge? You don't got, these guys
Yeah.
sitting there with a mask on, attacking people on the street. What kind of shit
For
is
no
that?
reason.
Yeah, he did not back down. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, and they got these fucking assholes. They put him in the car, and then they surrounded the car with people. They refused them to go, so they came out of the car with the guy they took. They dragged him out of the car, pushed him on the ground, and eventually they just left him and went and
Yeah.
they left the guy and they ran away. It was
Public pressure
was-
right
it-
now is pretty high on this shit because people don't
It's
want to see
amateur
this
hour.
crap. If for anybody that sees this shit on the street with masked men jumping out of a fucking vehicle to attack somebody, that's bullshit. It's bullshit in anybody's country, anybody's language.
I can't wait.
That's
I
bullshit.
can't wait for the next. What is it? Not South Park, but that other thing they do. The cartoon they're doing now. Trump is pregnant. No, Devil
Oh,
is
that's
pregnant. with,
That's South Park. That's South Park.
Yeah, that's South Park.
yeah, that's coming out. I can't wait for the news.
yeah,
because
yeah.
they were
No, I'm
going
waiting
out-
to see
yeah.
what the baby is. Wanting to
Yeah.
I have an immense
It's
desire
in
to
his-
find
it's
out
in
what
his-
the baby is. Because we all know
It's a
Trump's
girl.
fucking Satan.
Yeah, it's
That was the whole message of the last show. Trump is fucking Satan. We just
It's-
didn't think
it's a
it was
girl.
literally, but it is.
told me
Come
so.
to find out.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's probably
everybody's
going to be a
looking forward to that.
transsexual.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we should have our fun with this and try to laugh a little
Well,
bit in
you
this.
got to laugh.
Yeah.
This shit'll make you cry.
Yeah.
You got to find a smile in there. You got to find a laugh. But it's serious
and
bullshit.
Kimmel is back. And Kimmel is back swinging at this asshole every day,
Hey,
and he's
hey.
like, I mean,
He brought it
I
on.
love him.
He
Yeah.
challenged him, so
Yeah.
fuck him. Anyway, Mary Humphreys, thank you very much, came in with a $10 donation and said, sometimes it feels like a nightmare and I can't wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. With the news every day of bullshit that he's trying. We had 2 court cases today. I don't know the outcome of either one of them. I don't know if a decision has been made. Oh, well, I'm looking over here to my left on what is this? CNN breaking news. Federal judge grants temporary restraining order blocking Trump's deployment of National Guard troops in Illinois. Well,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Do you think he'll
what the-
follow that though? He's not going to pay any attention to that. He'll just do it anyway.
No.
That's the problem.
But
Is he probably
But
won't
that's-
because the troops are already there.
that's the stress test. That's the stress test.
It
What's
is.
next after that? I mean, if he starts violating the Supreme, after he had all
Well,
these
that's not the
generals,
Supreme Court. That's just a
but I
lower
mean,
court. But
it-
still,
I don't think I know that the generals. He had this shit show with the generals. He called it the generals last week, and had Hedgehog there, and
Hedgehog
talked
has
to the
already
generals.
fired one of them.
Yeah, and
Which is
they
utter
were like
bullshit.
stone. They were sitting there stone faced, no fucking reply. They
That
didn't
guy,
clap. They didn't
I'm
do.
sorry. You talk about the prime example of what you get off of Fox News and put him in
Yeah.
charge of the Defense Department. That's exactly what we have. A Fox
Yeah,
News
it's a
wannabe imaginary bullshit tough guy, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. It's a bunch of bullshit. He's not representative
Yeah,
of
I'm
what
not-
the military ought to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
laughable.
goon is what he
Another-
is.
You're a veteran, so this must be
He,
very.
he kisses
insulting to
Donald
you.
Trump's ass, just like the rest of his damn cabinet. That's what their job is, to kiss his ass regardless of what. No matter what dumb shit comes out of his mouth, you got to find a way to support it. That's what we're into with the Republican Party nowadays. Just go along with whatever the hell he pulls out of his ass. And it's damn well disgusting. And it's an embarrassment to our country, and it's an embarrassment to our people, to the citizens of this country, that have to turn on the news every damn day and see some shit like that. That he thumbs his nose. Yes. Do we expect him to obey by the ruling? No. We just said that. Probably not. Probably not. All right, I'm going to do this in order. Jorge, hold on.
Just was.
Huh?
Yep. I was gonna say Just might be able to explain some of the court crap for us better.
That may be
Yes.
so. Just, how you doing?
Hey guys, I'm doing pretty good. How's everybody?
Hanging in there, brother. It's another day in paradise.
I hear
you know?
it. Yeah. And just to kind of clarify for Michichik, Nobel Prizes are not generally awarded posthumously. Since 1974, it is stated that they must be alive at the time of the prize announcement. Now, if they're alive, let's say they announced, in January, for example, and then they pass away before it's awarded, they then can get the prize posthumously, but not afterwards. I'm personally hoping that Jose Andres and Central Kitchen get it.
Well,
Another
I think
deserving.
Greta Thunberg, I think she deserves it now. I mean, it's time for her, right? And that's my
And
personal
both
opinion.
those names are recognizable for the impact
Yeah.
they've made.
Yeah, I mean, now two things that I'd like to talk about. One, my personal opinion is that Mike Johnson is waiting to seat this person until after the 15th, when the Supreme Court decides this Calais case in Louisiana. And if they decide to scrap that section of the Voting Rights Act, Louisiana will get 19 more seats. And so the GOP, this was on Politico, and so this U.S. Supreme Court case, Louisiana versus Calais, will decide that they could pick up, GOP could pick up 19 more seats, which means that basically this representative from Arizona, signing that
Really?
form would be meaningless.
I did not know this. I did not know anything about it. So
Yep,
yeah,
and that's
thank
supposed
you.
to be on the 5th. Yeah, supposed to be on the 15th.
And that's
and-
what he might be.
But that would be for future elections. That wouldn't be
Yeah.
for right now.
Nope, it goes retroactively.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Retroactively to what, though? I mean,
That's
they
a good
What map
question.
are they?
It's all
What
comes
map
up
are they
to-
going to use?
I don't know. That's what comes up to Kavanaugh. That's what he was saying, that it's going to
That's
be
ridiculous.
retroactive. And
Boy,
because
that
we
don't
didn't like
smell
that
like-
law, so we'll just make up a law.
yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
And,
make something up.
Well, that's what this is. This whole election. This whole, we're now pitting state against state to see who can cheat the most, who can get the most seats out of their state. This is not the way democracy is supposed to work.
no, and that's why I say I don't know why. I mean, California and the other places just bring in a butter knife to a gunfight. They're just like, they're not playing by the rules.
I don't understand this shit. I mean, when somebody is duly elected, aren't they supposed to get seated immediately? I mean, why aren't there any fucking rules?
There is
why
no
doesn't
reason
this
for
have to-
delay. There's no reason for
Exactly.
delay.
So, but I think you have to rewrite every
matter of
fucking
fact,
law
if I'm not
when Trump
mistaken,
is gone.
Johnson swore in 2 Republicans
I know.
not that
Yeah.
long ago.
Yep.
Within days.
Yep.
You're
So-
full of crap. You're so
It
full
is.
of crap.
Well, the whole damn Republican Party is this way now. Guess why?
Yeah.
Because they have a crook for a leader. If you've got a thief, a liar, a cheat as president, what the hell? The whole party could just have a ball with this shit.
Yep.
And that's what they're doing.
Did you see, John, that Stephen Miller probably is suddenly went mute on television? He was talking about the president could do whatever the fuck he wanted or something like that. I don't know.
A phrase slipped out of his mouth, and he didn't mean to quite use that phrase. I think that's why he
I
froze.
saw. What was the phrase he used?
He's got plenary powers.
See it.
Plenary powers, yeah.
Primary
No, he
powers.
said authority. He said plenary authority.
Yep.
Rather than plenary powers.
Suddenly, he just froze like a chicken, or whatever, like a chicken in Alaska.
Like a deer in the headlights.
midwinter.
In other words,
yeah.
his his brain thoughts came out of his mouth that he didn't mean to.
Boy,
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
And again,
I w-
if
I
they
wanted
were
to-
truly,
Go
if
ahead.
they were truly, interested in law and order, helping out CPD, which is the Chicago Police Department, they would be in places like West Garfield. They'd be in Englewood. They would not be strolling up and down the Mag Mile. Period. I mean, and so
But
it's
that's where the
just for
cameras
show.
are.
Yep, and they want. I agree with Pritzker. I think they want people to just, okay, this is normal. We see, troops, and at first it's kind of, okay, this is scary, and then after a while, oh, they want this to be normalized.
They want
And-
the sight of troops on the street to be normalized, like they've
Yep.
done in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Just it's a normal thing. They're just troops on the street. That's all.
I want to
Yeah.
promote something for you, John. I thought your the rant you did today was fantastic. When you talk about the people in that what do you call the people on the towers plane, controlling the airports.
Oh,
and
the
all
air
that
traffic
stuff.
controllers.
Yeah, and that they had a transportation or whatever who are threatening to fire people because they don't want to work for free.
Yeah. And wouldn't that solve
You
the
know, you
problem?
want to get
That would solve the
no,
problem.
I mean,
completely.
yeah, get rid of and put
Get
and,
rid
as
of
you
them.
said in the rant, just hand some beavers and butthead
Yeah,
assholes
grab them off
on
the street.
and
They're-
put
they
'em
put
on.
them up there in the tower. They'll know what to do.
Yeah.
Give them a radar
Yeah.
and say, look at the dots and don't let them hit each other. that's basically
one,
what it is.
one at a time. Please.
Yeah, one at a
please
time,
try
you
to
know, you
land one at a
pick.
time.
You pick.
One go up
Yeah.
and one go down. You know.
It is.
Did-
It's ridiculous. Well, the fact
Did
that,
anybody
that,
see-
that we're in this shutdown is outright
Yeah.
ridiculous because the Republicans have already said, "Oh, well, we're for fixing that ACA thing. We're just going to do it after we get back." Well, no, kiss my ass. We don't trust your ass. That's
Yep. Yeah. Did
Hey.
anybody see Seth Meyers
no, I
in
didn't.
regards to the air traffic controllers? Because there was this helicopter in Burbank, because there are no air traffic controllers in this tower, and this helicopter's up there, and there's a Southwest jet, and the guy in the helicopter's like, all right, and looks confused, and well, maybe it'll take off and we'll just see how it goes. And so Seth Meyers is like, yeah, that's a word of confidence. You'd want every captain to say, okay,
Yeah.
we're going to take off. Everybody, put your
We'll see how this
seatbelts,
goes.
lock your seatbelts and put your tray tables and your seat backs up,
What
and
could
we'll
go
see how
wrong?
it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Let's see how
You
this
gotta laugh
works
at
out.
this. It's amateur hours. You gotta laugh at this shit. You know,
It's
so
affecting
fucking,
a whole lot of people's travel. This bullshit.
yeah, but I mean, it's so laughable. I mean, it's like you can't just put anybody on a fucking tower and I mean, they need I mean, higher education to do that kind of stuff. I mean, it's laughable.
It takes a little bit of skill. Yeah. It takes a
Yeah.
person with who can remain calm under pressure. It takes a lot
Not
to be an
only
air
that.
traffic control. There's a
You
lot of
need-
responsibility with that shit.
You need to do. I mean, I think it's like a 3 or 4 year long training to qualify.
I am
Most of them have had either some type of military experience, landing
Yeah.
planes
I
either
am
on an
witness to
aircraft
what
carrier,
happens.
etc.
when things in a control tower go wrong.
Yep.
I was in VP 47 when VP 47 had a midair collision with a NASA aircraft out in Moffett Field, California, and it was because of a mistake that was from the air traffic control tower, who cleared both planes to the same runway. They were right next to each other. On final approach, they crashed on a golf course.
Really?
That's a hell of a job to
Jesus.
have.
Yep.
Yeah.
It costs
One
a lot of
mistake
lives
and
that day.
people die. You know. Yeah.
And
So, yeah.
I want to bring up something though, because I did watch Bernie Sanders and some of the other senators giving roundtables, and I'm a huge Bernie fan, but it was boring as crap. They need to get to either care facilities, rural hospitals, or someplace that's affected, instead of these, lame, talking points between themselves. They need to go out to and be where the people are, meet them, go to red states, go to places and say, this rural hospital, because of, this big ugly bill, it's closing now. So I think that they're missing their mark. I mean, I wish they would just get their act together.
The impact
and
I
message.
think he-
felt all over
But
the
he's
country.
been in red states. But Bernie and
He's only giving rallies. He's not going. They're not going to, the actual facilities that are closing or going to be affected. They're going to these soybean farmers.
I think you ought to be
And
going
guess
to
what?
the actual hospitals and stuff that are closing and do something from the stairs.
Yeah.
Stairs.
Well, it would be
Point
kind of
out
interesting.
exactly the cost of this.
Exactly.
So-
and the problem with the
Go ahead.
problem with what's happening with the soybean farmers is that this is, if you go to either like places in Michigan, Illinois, Iowa, and all these places, the Big 10 and the Big 12, and they're soybean farmers. The reason they plant soybeans is because they're usually corn farmers. Every other year they have to plant soybeans in order to revitalize the soil and put the nitrogen back in the soil.
They have to rotate their crops.
Yep. So which means that this year they're going to be screwed because they're going to have everything just sitting there, and that means next year's, if they try to plant corn, they're not going to be able to do it. So they're going to be screwed for them. But I say, let the premiums go up, let these farmers go bankrupt, and then but they get to drive this message home that it is the Republicans. Play the audio of Donnie on Fox saying it's from 2013, saying it reflects bad on the party in power, and it reflects bad on the president, over and over in these red states, to drive the message that it's them. And the fact that
he's considering a bailout for the farmers. He's considering sending them a check to try to appease them.
Yep.
But I don't think it's, the sad thing about is when you think about who the farmers are, there are very few independent farmers left in our country to begin with. A lot of our farm is done by corporations that own the farm and reap the profits and all that stuff. And there's a guy that runs the farm, does the daily work and all that stuff, but he's not the one making the money. And that's where a lot of our farms have gone by the way of. And so, yeah, to let these farmers that are out there, independent farmers, go under, the people that are going to buy those farms up, it's just going to be corporate America again.
Yep.
And it's just going to add to that conglomeration of we're all under one big conglomerate. It's sad. But yeah, he's going to try to bail them out because he's afraid he's going to lose their vote or something. That's assuming, again, that we have an election, which is what he's working hard to prevent, I think.
Yep.
Anyway, let me reach down here and tap old Jorge. He's had his hand up for a while. Thank you, Donna Garrett. Thank you for subscribing, baby. Jorge.
Well, good evening, brother. How are you?
How you do? I'm doing just fine. How are you?
Well, we're hanging in here. Nan's son's having some medical problems, so we had to call off our camping trip, but there will be other
I hope nothing
trips.
too serious.
Well,
that tells me a lot.
Problem situation. But, there's a few things I've been looking at. And this prosecutor that he has in Virginia, on the Comey case.
Right.
Lindsay.
Oh, my Lord. How does Lindsay play into this now?
Well, the bleached blonde, Botox lips.
Oh, yeah.
Lindsay.
That's what,
Lindsay.
that's what makes her qualified, I guess, in Donnie's book. Is
Okay,
you look
she's
pretty.
in Virginia, right? And they're going to file this indictment against Comey. And who are these lawyers that show up in court with her? Well, there's about 100 lawyers in like the Eastern Division of Virginia, but these guys are from like North Carolina, you know, which means like there's 100 lawyers in Virginia that refuse to show up in court with her. So they had to
Yeah.
fish some guys out of North Carolina to do this
Ain't
job,
that
man.
sad? Ain't that sad?
Yeah,
She's a property
man,
lawyer.
this is like,
That's what she is. I guess she
and
looks
they're
at
digging
property
in the
contracts.
weeds for anybody, and they all know that, you know, if this goes south, they could lose their licenses to practice law, you know, and so now they're going to bring in Tish James. Oh, you got to understand, James Comey is a badass litigator, you know. He was a prosecutor himself.
He did not get to his position
by
laying
being
around
some
doing
kind
nothing.
of punk idiot, right? And this is like, well, yes, Daddy Trump, I'll do, you know, do whatever you want. And, oh man, this is just. I feel sad. I
Can I
feel
mention
sad
one
because
thing?
everybody in this country can see exactly what's happening with this.
I
With this
feel sad
prosecution.
for the legal profession
Yes.
behind this shit.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, look how many
this is-
people have resigned from DOJ.
But John, did you comment on the hearing that Attorney General did in Congress?
Oh my
where
God.
she sat there with her fucking bad attitude and mouthed it off to the
That
senators.
was such an insult to the Senate committee. Her being in there.
These are
She
United States
she had
senators you're
prepared
talking
statements
to,
ready
okay?
for every senator that was going to ask her questions. She had
No,
a
she had a
prepared
huge
response.
notebook.
Yes.
She was doing opposition research on every fucking one of them, you know, and she sat there with that bitchy attitude, you know, like, don't
Yes.
come at me, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
no
I'm not
right
answering
to
your
question
shit.
what
I'm just going to sit
doing.
here and throw rocks at you. That's what
Every
she
single
did.
one of them has had that same attitude at the last few. Yeah.
They've got a fuck you attitude to everybody. They don't
Yep.
care what the
And she's
law is. The
smirking.
law to them is whatever they think it is.
They ask her, "Where did you get back the $50,000 that
Oh, yeah, that-
woman got?"
That whole conversation went right out the window, didn't it? She wasn't going to
Yeah.
touch that.
Did you see? Have you seen the picture of Trump with two teenagers naked on his lap
Well,
with a
yeah.
stain in his? Yeah, that one. You know, the Epstein thing.
I have no reason to
no
answer you
comment.
because you're a scumbag and here's what I got on you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's not the way that oversight is done in America.
No.
Okay?
That's not the way we used to do it.
The Senate
Evidently,
is
it's
supposed
a
to
new-
have
there's a
oversight
new-
power over this shit. And she
kinda
has
pissed
no
off,
reason to come here and be so disrespectful of the process.
But she pissed off that John Kennedy. He's a Republican. He actually kind of went after her. That was kind of interesting.
Well,
He schooled her like a fucking little bitch because she didn't
Yep.
have anything on him, so she didn't have any prepared remarks.
Yeah, no
These
remarks
guys have
she
been
because
was-
around
he's a
forever.
Republican.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
her-
with Schiff, I wish Schiff had said, because when she said, "Do you have a law degree?" I would have come back and said, "You know what?
You-
I didn't get my law degree from some rinky-dink school in Florida. I got my law degree from Harvard University."
There you go.
I mean, you know, Pam Bondi got her law degree from this little rinky-dink
Oh, yeah.
university in Florida.
And yet rose to be Attorney General of the United States.
Yeah, but she was the Attorney General of Florida when the whole Epstein thing went
That's
down.
true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. Yep.
That's true. So she had a little experience in.
And the Trump
cutting
University
deals.
thing.
I think she graduated. Yeah,
remember?
she got her law degree from the Trump University, didn't she?
No, she just missed
that was a joke.
Trump University.
I was being sarcastic. Okay,
I'm
I
sure
was
she
laughing at the
probably
joke.
thought about attending, just
Yeah.
for the diploma
Lord.
part. Yeah.
She got
Just for
a
the diploma.
campaign donation from Trump
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
dismissed the Trump University lawsuit against him
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
when she was Attorney General in Florida.
Well, Penny Hartleman
And the Epstein thing was going down.
has reminded us in the chat there, because I pay attention occasionally, and she reminded me that it's time. You know what time it is?
For the song.
Play
And
that
so-
music, baby.
Shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Oh, I got to do it again.
Heck yeah.
I just need you to
we
shut
gotta do it again.
the fuck up, 'cause nobody
Nobody
asked
This one is for Pam Bundy.
Makes me smile.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
And you know that's what we're all thinking
Stephen Miller.
every time he speaks.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Hey, I want to thank Dan
Don't-
Hack, who came in with a $5 donation and said, political stuff pisses me off every day. I hope now and in the near future, the idiots who voted for him realize what a rotten criminal bastard he is.
They don't
Wow.
care.
Amen, Dan Hack.
They're not going to
Yeah.
care
You
until
use-
it affects them.
But do you
And
have
and
the
it's
do you have the
liable to.
Biden? Do you have the Biden button still, John? That shut. He's saying something. Yeah.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
What a stupid son of a bitch. Biden had it
Yeah, I
right.
love that one.
Tell me.
Yeah,
What a
yeah, yeah.
stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Biden
No, I
should have just slapped his
Yeah.
ass. Yes, I still have my buttons. You know what else button I have? I do every day. You know, I get in my truck and I drive into town and, you know, I
Yeah.
always go to the post office, you know, and you know, because there's always hope, you know, there's hope on the horizon. So you go and you park the car there and, you know, run inside, you know, say hello to the postal service there, and you put the key in the damn lock there, and you gently, yeah, there was no mail today. So I'm just, not that I'm trying to make you feel bad or anything. I'm just pointing out
No,
the
we're just
situation in
send you a
life that, you
postcard.
know, John goes to the fucking post office every fucking day. You know, that's about a 30-mile drive back and forth there. And, you know, there might be other things I have to do, but the highlight of every fucking day is go to check the fucking mail. Anyway.
When did you make that?
What?
When did you make that, John? When did
What?
you make that that mail thing with the violin stuff? When did you come up with that idea? Because it's brilliant. I almost that
With the
button,
violin?
just,
Oh, I've always had the
Yeah, yeah.
violin. I've always had the violin.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
But
just in case
where
I have
did
to
you come
discuss,
up-
you know, the fact that I drive to the
Yeah.
mailbox every day and drive
Yeah.
that 30 miles to put the key in the fucking lock there and turn the key just ever so slightly, you know, peeking. There's a little light that be from behind, you know, you'll be able to tell immediately if there's anything in there.
And that's from Young Frankenstein.
Anyway, where are we at?
Well, I
We
say that
are-
Comey runs for president. See if
Well, that gets him off the hook, wouldn't it?
yeah, you would think.
I mean, you're running for office, sir, presidential candidate. You
Yep.
can't be, you know, prosecuting him while he's a candidate.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Shit. What tells me I really do. I'll be disappointed if the judge really does not throw this case straight out on its merit. Just
Yep.
out the door as a
Oh,
vindictive, you know, prosecution. It's a bullshit charge. It's bullshit by a bullshit
And the one
attorney.
against Tisha James is just as shitty as this is.
Yes. It ought to be treated the
I
same
want to
exact
see
way.
which lawyers she shows up in court with on this one, you know? But they're in Virginia, man. This is rocket docket, man. They're gonna go to court trial on this thing.
Yeah, pretty
like
quick.
real quick on Comey.
Real quick.
Rocket
Relatively
docket.
speaking.
And so they're
Let's
gonna
do
go
it.
after Tish James there.
Let's do it to it like Sonny Pruitt
let's-
used to do it. To it.
And
So,
if all
yeah.
if all this turns out to be, you know, vindictive prosecutions, the world will know.
You reckon?
I don't know.
I
They'll
think
make
the
any
world
difference.
already knows.
I think
world
they're just
already
punishing
knows.
them with legal bills. Is why I think it's
He's a
happening.
crooked ass president who's in
Oh,
this
he's
shit
a sorry
for nothing
motherfucker.
but to get revenge on anybody that ever did anything
you know,
wrong to him. And he has
You're
a
talking
long
about the
memory.
McCarthy era, but then you got Roy Cohen, who's connected to Donald Trump and is almost second McCarthyism. I don't know.
think the world would, this country would come to its senses. And I think it is. I think it is. I think the tide is going to turn. The American people are going to be tired of this bullshit. And this shutdown is highlighting it, especially when you have somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Are you shitting me?
Mm-hmm.
Marjorie Taylor Greene came on TV and said, "Yep, it's the Republicans. It's the Republicans. It's my party. We can't get this shit done because Speaker Johnson won't let it get done." Or,
Yeah, but the question is, would she give a crap if it didn't involve her 2 adult children?
She made that point. This is affecting her family, her kids.
Yeah.
So that question is, if she was a little more wealthy and her kids didn't have to worry about it, would it really affect her?
Yeah.
You'd like to think yes, but then given her track history, it's sketchy.
But I'll take it.
I smell bullshit from her. I just think she's doing this. It's a calculated thing. I mean, she's just.
Calculated or not, it was an honest move. Well, it was an honest move. It is the Republicans because the Republicans keep saying, "Oh, well, we're going to take care of the ACA thing as soon as we come back." No, we don't trust your ass. If you're going to do it, do it now.
And she's she's running the Epstein. There was a press conference today where they named names, with the victims of the Epstein thing. That was, and they named Trump and Clinton and a lot of other enablers that was on the Epstein Island. And she was there with the victims, which was very interesting.
You're not going to be able to hold this back. All the Epstein information will eventually make it out, one way or the other. I do believe that. Because right now, because of public pressure.
It's a fucking stain on your fucking. It's a stain on your country.
It is. It's a stain on our country by the fact that we have a Speaker of the House who's refusing to put the House back in session because he doesn't want to swear in a woman because she's going to sign a fucking bill that's going to make them vote out on the floor in front of God and everybody on what they're going to do about the Epstein shit. And they don't want that.
Remember McConnell didn't put Merrick Garland in the Supreme Court either. So, I mean, because, they just delayed it and they made rules. And then when it
every
came
time
time
I hear
for
that
them
man's
to
name,
put somebody in, they just zipped Amy Coney Barrett right through the door. And it's like,
every time I hear that man's name,
they're going to be embarrassed if they break the rules?
The shit.
They don't give a shit about the rules,
don't.
John.
No.
I mean, this is what we've been screaming about for 9 years,
Every time I hear
right?
Mitch McConnell's voice, though, the one thing my mind always goes to is his little speech he gave after he voted not to convict Donald Trump in the Senate.
Yeah.
After he did that, then he comes up on the microphone and starts talking about what a bad guy he is and what a crook he is and what shove it up your ass, Mitch McConnell. Sideways,
and Ted Cruz's wife got real pretty all of a sudden, huh? Yeah, goddamn. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you.
But, I mean, just sometimes it makes you want to just holler out loud, right?
It does indeed, brother.
I want to go out back by my barbecue pit and just
stick your head in there and just scream your lungs out. Yeah. Makes you feel that way quite often. Hello, Sue Warrior. Warrior, you got your mic muted.
Anyway, I got my new headphones, John.
Did you?
And my new mic.
Did you?
Yeah. And I kept thinking, boy, it'd be great if my new mic would just make me sound smarter.
Yeah.
You need a new mic. You need a new mic. Try another one.
I need another one too.
You know what I woke up to this morning, Jorge? Since you brought up
headphones.
What's
that, John?
Yeah. Well, I keep a set of headphones out there near where I sit in my living room. So when I'm talking, I talk often to a lot of blue dots on Messenger, and we're all on camera, and we're all talking to each other, and noise going on over there with my son on TV or something. So I have a set of headphones, a little earbuds that I put in my ears so I can hear them. And I woke up this morning and Oh, shit was in pieces.
No.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
What
my
are you
dog.
using now?
My
Which
dog.
critter got it?
Oh, that's not the ones that they're not allowed in this office. Oh no, there ain't no animals coming in
Oh.
this office. There's cables
Oh.
running everywhere. Are you shitting me? Nope.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I know.
Stay the hell out
That
of
would have
this
been a
office.
disaster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, I left them
The
out there,
cats
and I
can come
guess.
in.
Huh?
The cats can come in there because they don't do that much damage.
No, the cats stay out too at night. Yep. Only
Oh, yeah.
one dog out at night, and I was surprised that she was the one that did it. But anyway, Sue Warrior, you there?
I am here. Can you hear
How
me?
are you doing?
Good evening.
Hey, how you doing, Ray? Hey, I'm gonna go in real quick because there's a couple people waiting, so I'm just going to say something. John, you said something about Mitch McConnell, and I swear to God, when you look at that guy, when he froze up that day,
Mm-hmm.
and every other time you see him, does he not remind you of C-3PO off of Star Wars?
Well, now that you bring it up, yeah. That far away staring.
And he shifts just as bad as 3C
Yeah.
that robot did. He goes from one side to the other side. He don't know which way is up. He don't
Yep.
care as long as he saves his artificial self.
Is he
I
going to
swear
retire?
to God, when you said that, I think he already has.
Did he? I can't remember right off the bat.
I don't
It's-
think he's running.
Good. Good. Because he needs
He's
to go.
retiring.
He needs to go. If he ain't gone already, he needs to go. I'm sorry, I'm not
Friggin'
up on it. I'll see
statue.
you, KY. I'll be right there.
But I'll tell you what,
With his wife, who was the former secretary of, what, labor or commerce or something.
God only knows. But real quick, the Constitution. You know, that's a really funny document that we were talking about earlier.
Have it right
The
here.
Constitution. Yep, got one in my pocket too. And I'll tell you what, the funny thing about the Constitution is that if you don't like it, you can change it.
You can change it.
It
Yeah.
gives you instructions on how to change it.
Yeah.
It's a funny document, and you can't do it with a damn Sharpie.
Nah.
And it
no,
makes you
Sharpie ain't
wonder when
working.
they're going after.
Because there's too many copies. You know, even if you went to the original, we have copies. Everybody knows what it says. So you can't be
Yes.
running around with your Sharpie trying to. Yes, as a matter of fact, right before the show, right before it started, I was reading. Actually, I was reading not the Constitution. I was reading the Declaration of Independence, which is in there, which is what the whole starting thing was, and I'll just start where when it says when in the course of human events, and then we decide we're going to leave their ass and all that shit. It says we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. I could go on, but that's from the beginning. That's before the Constitution, man. That's when we decided, hey, we're going to be our own shit over here.
The governor, that sounds like me.
That sounds like, yes, I think it does. I think it says
Me.
Jorge in there.
Yeah.
I paraphrasing, but yeah, I
or
think it says
something.
Jorge Tyreby right in there.
Us,
Yes.
me, us.
And ever since
Okay.
that document and through our Constitution, we have strived to make it to where all men are created equal. Because remember, when that document was created, that wasn't the law. Those words rang empty. It wasn't until we brought those words to life in this country. It wasn't at the beginning. That's when we won our independence. That's when we became a country, a self-governing country, where the people made the decisions. And it was a long and bloody fight. for us to get the words that are written there to come true. That all of us are created equal, and we all have the right. And now we're in a situation where our president doesn't really believe in that. So where does that leave us as a people, as a society? If we don't stand up against this shit now, there may not be a next time. We all know that what his goal is, to try to disrupt the elections in some manner, in some form. He doesn't want the expression of the people to be known. He wants his power to rule. And we see that, the way he's doing it. We did.
Exactly.
We did this.
We did this before.
can't, you know,
We've done this before. We've gone
have.
through this before. God damn it.
It was worse.
If you're not anti-fascist, then you're fascist.
That's it. He's he's
it's
turned that
following.
word, the Antifa. Antifa. I'm proudly Antifa. I am.
Me too.
Come from a long list of Antifa. You know, he's tried to make that into a boogeyman term, scare you. Ooh, Antifa. You know, we're all Antifa. If you're an American who believes in the Constitution and in the freedoms that we just, you're Antifa.
That's a dirty word. You're a fucking dirty. That's a dirty word if you believe in the Constitution.
I want to see the people who bitch about it
Constitution is Antifa.
stand up and tell me, well, I'm a fascist. Go ahead, tell me. Stand up and identify yourself as a fascist.
You fucking
Oh God,
Nazi
I
bastard.
wouldn't do that to you, John. I mean, you would fucking kill him, wouldn't you? If somebody did that to you.
I'm just,
Hey, John, I'm going to bow out because you got a couple other coming in, and I said I was going to make this quick. I'll be on if you get into the chat later after I eat because time frame. But
not a problem.
well, hey, if you're still there and I pop in and you're talking about flowers, well, I'll probably bow back.
There you go.
But if anybody's still there, I don't know when I'll come back in because it's after dinner's ready and I eat. But hey, I want to let everybody else coming in, and I
Not a problem.
John, you got
Not
my
a problem.
vote.
I appreciate you
I'm
coming
moving
in.
right
something,
now.
You got my vote.
I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, sir. And
Warrior,
y'all have
take
a
care of
good
yourself. You too, brother.
night. I will, absolutely.
Enjoy your meal. Enjoy the dinner.
Thank you, Yelly.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah. I plan on doing that later myself. Enjoying
Yeah.
something to eat. I don't know. I ain't ate shit. Anyway, hello, KY.
How's it going, John? How you,
It's
bro?
going, brother. It's going.
Let's not forget the Snow Kings Day. Now, we got 9 days, and there's 5150
Yeah,
link.
October
now, some
8th.
people don't have it.
18th.
18th. Now,
Yes.
there's 4 large cities around Kansas City that actually do not do this, but they're doing it this time.
Oh,
and
really?
It's really, I'm really surprised about it. Yes,
I don't have a
and
button
so-
for that one. My son hasn't come over to update
Yeah.
my buttons, and he's been busy with his own shit. So, but I do have a button. It's for the one for November 5th, the fall of the Trump fascist regime in Washington D.C. on November 5th. But the one on October 18th that's coming up is high on the list of be there.
This is going to be really big.
It's gonna be
I'm
big.
surprised at how much they're reaching out. I've got people calling as far away as Sioux Falls. And so they're going, hey, let me know. And I said, I'll send you a link. So
Outstanding.
I don't have the link
Outstanding.
right now, but I'm going to put them on all my platforms. We'll see how far that goes because, it's all about algorithm and how much they like to shut my ass down. Same as DJ, they're doing him the same way. So, there's a lot of people that speak for the same thing because we are who we are. We are Antifa. We are woke, and it's not a bad
I'm
word.
all that shit.
It's,
Proud of it, too.
scary boogeyman shit. Yeah, fuck Trump.
Dare you say. Hey, I want to thank Vincent
You know
Stravo,
how
who
I
came
feel.
in with a $5 donation and said, let's be realistic. Only hope is his health collapse. Well, every day you kind of wake up in the morning and check the news to say,
Yeah, I mean, we all want you to
Anything
come
happen?
to Jesus, John, because
Huh?
you said you John promised that he would come to Jesus if the
Hey, if lightning comes
hit
out of the
him.
sky and strikes that guy, you bet. John will go to church every freaking day. Every day. Thank you, Jesus. That's what that's all it takes. Just one lightning strike.
That would have
that's
been
all.
that would have been a sight for me. I mean, to see you in church, you know.
And we'll be dancing in the streets.
Yeah.
I just,
I know I will be.
it would, well, it
Yeah,
would
I'm
be
just
a-
getting technical of the
it would be
boogeyman
sad.
word.
Let's be honest, if anything happened to him and who am I shitting? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
problem
Well,
with
I mean-
billionaires who set all this up to begin with. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This goes back. If you go back far enough now, I don't know how deep you guys dive into.
Hello,
this
Victoria.
shit, but at one point when it came down to counting the votes in Florida, and they were doing recounts on the votes in Florida on the Bush election, and we had the hanging Chads.
The hanging
and
Chads.
things. I don't-
I remember
Oh,
them.
yeah.
You
well.
remember that shit?
I remember
You
the
bet.
hanging
Okay,
Chads
you
very
know
well.
who the Republican lawyers were that they sent down there to try to put a stop to the recount and just declare Bush the winner
Yeah.
over
Gore.
Gore.
Al Gore.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the guys who were down there were John Roberts and his right hand man Brett Kavanaugh, and this young girl down there who's Amy Coney Barrett. They were all involved, and they got the Supreme Court to
Well, that
just
seemed
call
to be
the
a
election for
lucrative deal,
Bush.
didn't it?
Imagine
Okay,
that.
they were all there. All of them were there.
What
It's,
a, what a,
that's scary.
What a
I mean,
return on
and Bush
investment.
got to. Okay, but Gore could have appointed members to the Supreme Court, but instead Bush got to do it. And John Roberts, our speaker, our
head of the Supreme
head
Court.
Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Chief Justice.
He was, and Amy Coney Barrett, and Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh is a politically active guy. He's been involved in a whole lot of shit.
Did you see his confirmation
No.
hearing when he was talking about the emails and Hillary Clinton and all that crap? Have you ever seen a nominee for the Supreme Court attack
No.
a press? I mean, that is unprecedented. He was talking about her emails.
Everything they
email.
do is unprecedented. If you hadn't noticed,
Excuse me.
precedent doesn't mean
like
anything
her.
to these people.
Mm-mm. That's
You
right.
got to understand that. Precedent, and decorum, and all you had to do was look at Pam Bondi in front of the senator.
Remember that?
I mean,
asshole
look at the
Trey-
decorum. There's no
Remember that
decorum.
Trey Gowdy guy they had in
Yeah,
Congress?
Trey
Oh, yeah.
Gowdy. He was a what, Kansas or somewhere?
No, yeah, he was running the Hillary, the Benghazi thing.
Yeah,
How
he was
many
one of
years did they have the Benghazi thing?
I don't know. You see what happened? There was nothing there.
Yeah.
They spent millions on hearings.
That was the
3
destroyer.
investigations, I think. 3 or 4.
That accomplished what?
Zip.
Well,
Nothing.
they brought down her numbers. That was all that was all about.
That's
They
what it
wanted
was.
to destroy her.
That's what it was
Yeah.
about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To attack her.
Yeah.
So.
That wouldn't fly today because you have Jasmine Crockett, you have AOC. They would fucking hit back. But back then, the Democrats were playing nice. They weren't hitting back. That was the problem 10 years ago. Democrats
we need to
weren't
start
fighting.
swinging big time. And
Yeah.
I think right now, with this shutdown the way it's going right now, and it's shit, especially after Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene came out and called them out for their own shit. I think the tide is going to turn on this crap.
Well,
And this
and
is
you
what-
know,
this-
the
this-
last shutdown They had the air traffic controllers got tired of showing up for work without pay,
Without pay.
and they started not calling in sick, and then you had delays and problems. Well, looky what we got now.
Look what you got
But
right now.
once it gets to the point where the private jets can't fly when they want to,
When the wealthy
then
can't take their
suddenly
trips,
we
all of a
have,
sudden we have a deal.
suddenly there's a compromise. right?
I'm hoping that that there is some
That's the
kind
way I
of deal
see it.
that
That's
they're
what I
willing
think.
to.
Once it
but-
becomes inconvenient to the billionaires, then
What
suddenly we're going to compromise.
What gets me, Jorge, is where's our billionaires like Warren Buffett and people like that, and Mark Cuban and folks like that?
Well, they aren't ours.
where are
Don't you
they?
understand?
Fair question.
They're not
where
your
are they?
billionaires.
I
They're
know,
just
but
the
our
billionaires on this side.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm just saying, where's our supposed billionaires going? Hey, we're fighting against these assholes like Peter Thiel and Sissy SpaceX. You know, we gotta have somebody fighting on our side that don't seem like our billionaires
I
are
think we
making
got
any
some
noise.
out there. I think
Well,
we
yeah,
got
Bernie
but-
Sanders, he warned us about this shit.
If you were one of our billionaires, you might just be in the Greek islands for a while, you know?
No, not even paying attention to what the hell's going on.
Well, because,
Yeah.
if you were a billionaire, would you be really worried about our shit?
I think I would. As far as humanity
Well,
and diversity.
I would, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean that the ones
That-
we're talking about would.
Yeah.
They aren't
I understand.
necessarily ours. That's the thing I'm
But
saying.
you gotta understand. But you gotta understand, they're the ones that's still there, supposedly
Well-
for us. Just like Warren Buffett said, you know, my damn secretary pays more taxes than I do.
Well,
You
that's
know,
true.
it's almost. Well, he wasn't
Well, I
lost.
always remind
Well,
people that big ass thick tax book has a couple of pages for you.
But
The
see,
rest of them
now
don't
Trump's
concern you.
setting up the thing
Yeah.
where he's going to go after Democratic funding mechanism as terrorist groups. You know?
Yeah.
He's threatening, like, what, 96-year-old George Soros? Come on, dude.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know?
yeah, the diabolical
Just
leader.
come on, man.
Mhm.
This is our president. Oh, God.
Hey, I know it is plumb
And
embarrassing.
this is
ain't it?
what we got.
It's
And me and
freaking
John,
plumb
we've been
embarrassing.
screaming and hollering about this till, the cows
And we can do
came
something
home.
about it. We can do
We're
something
trying,
about it.
man. We've been trying for 9 years to change
We're not done yet.
this
give up.
trajectory.
Yep.
And we
9
ain't
years of doing
shutting
this.
up yet. No.
Nope.
Hell
Nope.
no.
We'll be here. We'll be here. Manana is Beer and Bud Friday. I'll have something. Yeah. Have another beer from Dr. Todd tomorrow. So, and on that note, I guess we'll wrap it up for the evening. Thank everybody for coming in. KY, you weren't here very long, but I appreciate you coming in, brother.
Yeah,
Keep
this
using
hadn't,
your
that
voice,
hadn't been
brother.
on for a while. We
All
do
right.
have some new people in here for you, John, and some folks that I've invited in. They've come in. There might be a little silent. I won't mention names, but that's
Well, I
what we do.
appreciate it.
We
That's what we
Welcome,
do.
help
y'all.
each other.
That's
Yeah,
how this family
brothers and
grows,
sisters
brother.
Absolutely. And
I
I'm glad to
appreciate
be here. I've been here for quite some time. You know
Yes,
that.
you have, brother. Yes, you have. And we're not done
Time
yet.
to do another
We're
Blue
not
Dot
done yet.
meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
gonna
time
have
for
to
another
do-
Blue Dot family hookup. It is. It is.
Yes, yes. I hope it's Kansas City this time. I've been hoping for a while, and I won't stop. I've got everything that I need played out, set up. I've got friends and a lot of Blue Dots here that are willing to chip in and help
Yeah.
out. And
We need to.
Help me
we need to
barbecue
think
and-
about having another Blue Dot family meeting. Another
and
physical
I hope
hookup.
Joe and his wife can come up because he's a barbecue king down there. He
Yes,
needs
he
to come
is.
up and get some of this. Yeah, he needs to come on up here.
Try some of that Kansas City barbecue. I heard it's pretty good.
Mhm.
Anyway, KY,
Mhm.
thank you, brother, for coming in. Take care of yourself.
Yes, always great to see you guys.
You bet. You too. And
Yep.
Yelly Man.
Y'all rock.
Me? Was you talking to me? Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It was nice talking to you, John. It was nice, kind of giving you an update about the Nobel Peace Prize and
That's
giving
good.
you
I'm
the
glad to hear that
information
shit.
that Trump is
Uh,
not getting it.
Not getting it.
So no,
Straight from the
absolutely
source.
not. It's yes.
Absolutely. That's
That
good news.
if he gets it, you can kick me in the balls. I you know that's.
If he
that's
does,
fine.
I'm going
But
to.
anyway. All right. See you later, John.
All right.
Have a good. Have,
All
have
right,
a good
Yellow Man.
evening.
Take care of yourself, brother.
Okay. You too. Bye
And
bye.
Jorge,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tire Biter, thank you for coming in,
Well,
brother.
We love you.
I'm sorry to
Nan
hear about
sends
your
her
son.
regards. She says she found you another wheat penny,
Oh,
and we'll be swapping wheat pennies and knives
boy. Howdy.
someday soon. We hope.
And,
You know, the thing about Donnie is it's something he doesn't understand. You know that Texans do, and that's don't squat with your spurs on. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That could be a real problem.
Sooner or later, it's bound to come around. I mean,
If
he's
it
going to
spurs
get
his
caught
ass
sooner
good.
or later. And you know what? Even if he gets all the power he wants, and he becomes, there's going to be somebody coming up right behind him. This guy,
He stays king forever.
et tu Brutus, you know?
Yep, that too.
That's, that's what he's, you can't. If you hope for that, you're asking for it, you know?
Yeah.
And it ain't
Goes
gonna
around,
be,
comes
it's
around.
not going to be a liberal. It's going to be one of his own people.
On people. Jorge, take
Hey,
care of yourself, brother.
Love y'all.
Love you too, my best to Nan.
Like, share,
my best
and
to your son.
subscribe, and
Indeed. All that
share
shit.
this shit.
There you go. Jorge,
We love
you,
y'all.
brother. Take care. And miss you, chick.
And John.
That was good. I was on time
That
with
was
the
good.
credits this time. I'm just, pointing out that.
And what was it Jorge said? You don't squat with your spurs on?
That's right, baby. Don't squat
That's a
with your spurs
Texas
on.
thing.
Yeah,
Here,
that's a
here in
Texas vibe.
Michigan, if you're outside and you gotta go, you better hug a tree.
Hug a tree? Hug a tree
Yeah.
and hold on.
Well, if you're a
Yeah.
female, you hug a tree so you don't do stuff on
Yeah.
your shoes. I
Huh.
don't.
Y'all ain't
Makes
got
sense to me.
cactus.
Nope, no cactus. We do have some prickly things, though. We do. Yep.
I try to avoid those situations nowadays.
I do too.
Hey, before we go, I want to thank Keith Thompson, who just came in with a $2 donation and said Antifa started on D-Day, 1944 in Normandy. There you go, baby. I think this country's been Antifa its whole existence, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so I was looking at the October 18th. There's at least 2,000 protests planned so far.
outstanding.
Little time left because today's only the 9th. I got another 9 days, right? So that's good news. And I was also looking at the Refuse Fascism November 5th, and it said starting. There was this little disclosure thing about starting on November 5th. So it sounds like they want to extend that to more than just one day.
Ooh,
Ongoing forever and ever until.
let me look at
That
that
would be
again.
good. Yeah, starting on. I can't remember.
That's right. You're right. On the graphic here, the fall of the Trump fascist regime starting November 5th, 2025.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
So that's, us ramping up, I guess, is what that is.
I love it.
But go to 5051, go to No Kings, go to, what was the other one what is it actually posted as? Refusefascism.org, and look up you Refuse Fascism, that one's going to be in D.C. That's a big one in D.C.
That's a big one in D.C.
Specifically.
Refuse
Not that you can't do it
fascism.
elsewhere, too, but
Yeah.
it's going to be in
And I
D.C.
think
The
it
other
will be.
ones, look up October 18th near you, and
It's nice
go and
enough
honk
remind just
or hold
one
a
person
sign
can
or
start a protest,
yeah.
baby. All it
Yep.
takes is one.
Get a
It could
good
be you.
T-shirt out there. Yeah.
That's it. Get your sign. Hold up your
Get your
sign.
sign. And the small stuff you can do. Small stuff you can do is like, share, and subscribe right here on
That's
this
right.
channel.
You could do that right here. That's part of the that's part of resistance.
And
Like,
in
share,
Facebook.
subscribe.
Yeah.
That
Follow
would
on
work.
Facebook. And
That
on
works.
Facebook, I can still see the likes, John. I can't see the shares anymore, but I can see the likes.
Well,
And we had some more people that gave us
we have
hearts.
more likers.
Yeah.
I love likers.
I
love
like
likers.
likers.
Yeah.
Erica R. from California, Robin C. from North Carolina, Sabrina B. from Connecticut, Clay K. from Tennessee, Kenneth S. from Oklahoma, and Steve J. from Indiana all gave us hearts.
I appreciate the hell out of that. I like them for liking us.
I
That's
do
the way
too.
it works. I like
I
them.
think they're a lovable
I think they're
bunch
great
of people.
Yeah. You know who else is great people? Lincoln, who
I
just
don't know.
came in with a $5 donation and said, "No Kings 2.0. Everyone that is capable of getting to DC, go there. DC is always the pressure point." And he is
Yes,
right.
it is.
If you can't make it to DC, do it wherever. But if you do have the opportunity, yeah, that's where the crowd
Yep.
needs to be, baby. The show.
Make
Of
all your
unity.
arrangements ahead of time. Figure out what those
Yep.
arrangements need to be. Be prepared.
Yeah.
And go.
It'd be an
Yeah.
adventure. Anyway.
Yeah.
I thank everybody. Anyway, oh, my phone's ringing.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ignore it.
no, it's okay. It's a spam. Yeah, a spam call from me. Just calls me all the time. Want to know if I want to buy
That
more
spam guy calls me a lot too.
He
I don't
calls me all
know.
the time.
He must have given him my number. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate all y'all coming in tonight. I enjoyed the show. Enjoyed all the conversation. Tomorrow's Beer and Bud Friday, so we'll enjoy that ceremony, and then we'll be back here on Sunday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Hold on to your britches, because there ain't no telling what's going to happen day by day here. It's an adventure every day. The suspense kills you every day. What are you going to wake up to? Anyway,
God.
yeah, that's what we live in now. Anyway, tomorrow we'll start on day 10 of the shutdown, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, I love you all for being here, and thank you for being a part of this. Yeah. The life throws shit at you every day, and I'm going through a lot of it, but I do live by my own means. I try to find a reason to smile every damn day and give that shit away. That's the important part, really. Give that shit away. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for being here. I love you, Miss Chick. Thank you for being here.
I love you too, John. Thanks for having us.
You
Good
bet.
night,
Y'all
Blue Dot
take care.
family.
Good night, Blue Dots. We'll see y'all later. Oh, I'm fixing